Hi, here's another algo trading question that you asked me, champion trader Kevin Davey. Let's get started. Today's question is something I get asked every so often, and people usually preface it by saying, hey, I don't want to offend you, but if you're such a good trader, why do you bother teaching? Why don't you just trade, and make a whole bunch of money that way? Why do you have to teach? It's a good question. It's a legitimate question. And there's a few reasons I teach. One, trading is not easy. The returns are lumpy. It's not predictable. So I've gone months without making profit. And when you're trying to make an income out of that kind of thing, it makes it tough. So having teaching as another side hustle, or you can think of it like that, that's a good thing. And it kind of smooths out what I would call my personal equity curve. The second reason I teach is I've learned a ton by teaching. I first noticed this when I wrote my first book, where I had to describe what I was doing trading-wise. And to really make it readable, I had to really understand everything behind what I was doing and why, because I had to communicate that in a book. So the whole fact of teaching via writing a book helped me improve how I was trading because I understood things a lot better. Things like walk forward testing and Monte Carlo simulation, those things. I understood them a lot better because I had to be able to explain them to people. Another reason I do it is I get lots of new ideas from listening to students. People will talk about things and they'll mention things, and I might think of something totally different, but it was their thought originally that made me think of something else. And maybe I create a strategy based off of something they said, which they weren't even thinking the strategy I came up with. I find that's a great source of ideas, is just having students to talk to and bounce things off of. And, the last one, obviously, is money. I don't know what your career is, what you do full time, but if somebody approached you and said, hey, I want to give you more money to teach me what you do, and you had the time and the capacity to do it, wouldn't you do it? I think most people would. Professional athletes, they're asked all the time to become coaches or to become announcers. Do they need the money? Not necessarily, but they are using their expertise and they're benefiting from it. So the same way, I have expertise in trading that not a lot of people have. If people are willing to pay me for that, why not? That's the way I look at it. So hopefully I answered why I teach. I love teaching. I love trading. And combining the two is really ideal for me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, or leave a comment. Thanks for watching.